provided a way. We keep asking for the deliverance, not showing us the wisdom of how to apply His grace in our life. Can we say amen? And so what we don't think is that we think we want the devil to submit. When God said it's your bad attitude that needs to submit. It's your cursed mouth tongue that needs to submit. It's your lazy self that won't roll off the bed, that won't keep a job. It's your reason why you may be the reason why you're stopping your God move in your own life. So God said before you ask Him, the world, to submit to your desires, you got to submit to His calling and His desires in Jesus' name. God said, I am trying to govern you. I need to be able to govern you. As long as I'm governing you, whatever you think you want to do, I will do it. Anything you put your hand to, I will bless it. He puts it like this in John 15 verse 17. I've called you, I've chosen you, ordained you that you should bear forth fruit. Good. And that your fruit should remain. Good. Because if you're on that line, that ye may ask what you will, and He will give it you. That means if you catch your purpose to be fruitful and productive in what He called you to do, then whatever you ask for, He is ready to do it, to fulfill His purpose in your life in Jesus' name. Can we give Him praise today? Hallelujah. I tell you, there's a season, practical explanation. There's a season in my life, and I like to testify about it. If you had asked me 4 years ago, did I want to go through a season like this, I'd tell you, God-forsaken no. And if I told you that I would be able to testify like this with my degrees and Carol's degrees, God-forsaken no. But I am so glad that God brought us through that situation. Not for my benefit, because He's back to where I used to be. But He brought it for your benefit. The Lord brought us to a situation, and actually for my benefit too, because I didn't understand the principles properly. He brought us to a situation where with all our degrees, all our application, all our licenses, all the money and connections we had, when I look back over 3 years of tax return, it was 10,000, 12,000, and 13,000 something. That's normally what one of us make in 3 months. Quite frankly. God has been good to us. Can we say amen? So I don't think you have to be broke to be blessed. Amen? Oh boy. My point is, when I look back at that season, we couldn't pay a bill. We couldn't pay for a car. We couldn't pay for nothing. We couldn't do jack. And at the end of the day, during that season, before that season, I used to work every day on every holiday without stop because I had to get stuff done. Yes. I've come to church late because I had to get stuff done. When I didn't have no work and no nothing, I was on church on time. I was doing things for God. And every holiday, I got a chance to eat steak and barbecue ribs. I was the main cook, and I can enjoy every single one of them. I can have the next day off because I didn't have work anyway. I could do what I needed to. And God in that season sustained us better and gave me more peace and liberty in my time than all the time that I was really making money. And it's now when I look back and I say, wait a minute, God, I'm looking back over this season and I'm looking at the miracle working power of God. And what was in my mind during that season, while I'm bringing this to you, I say, look, any little money I have, as long as the church doors stay open, I'm good. I don't care if I'm living under a bridge. As long as the church doors stay open, I'm good. Anything else can flop, I'll sleep in the church if I have to. As long as the church doors stay open, I'm good. And with that, God was faithful. Mortgage man gets stopped. Couldn't do nothing for the entire season. And until we get a good job that can pay for everything, 4 months after that, then the mortgage man finally was able to file suit. And we can finally get a modification in Jesus' name. when they were finally loose to fight, we were already prepared to win. Amen. Can you give the Lord a hand clap of victory? Amen. That was the season then when I couldn't do nothing. The only job I got during that season was a job to work for the landlord of this place. And he said, it was 2 days after we lost everything. He said, I have a job for you. What do you want? I have a place over there to build out, but I don't have any money. I can give it to you in rent. I said, take the deal. I got a deal. No problem. As long as I get enough money to buy the material and some gas, I'm good. Sure. He gave me material money. We got gas. I built out the place, and that was 8 months rent free in Jesus' name. By the time that the church, because that time the church had gone down to almost nothing. By the time that 8 months come, another church came in and they rented it out for half the time. And God caused us to grow in that season. So at that time we were now able to pay $500-600 rent. Then by the time they were here, the church started to grow again. And when the church got big enough, we said, you know what, we don't want to kick them out. Instead of taking just this spot, we took this spot and the next spot. Because the increase had come and we were now able to expand in Jesus' name. And when that continued on, God grew us up even more. So now grew up the church so that now we can have this spot, that spot, and the other one. And we're still living in Jesus' name. God is a God of faithfulness in Jesus' name. So I say, now I realize, and I can truly say, it's not by might, nor by power, it's by His Spirit why we live. Yes. And if you commit yourself to kingdom purpose first, that's all that was in my mind. If anything makes sense, that was in my mind. Whatever kept the church door open, I'll do it. And God opened that door. Did I get out of little work? Yeah. Just enough to keep bread on the table. Couldn't pay mortgage, couldn't even pay attention. As long as we had food on the hey brother, at one time we had people living here and all they did was give us some food stamps in Jesus' name. And as long as we had food on the table, we were all good. It was that attitude. It was brotherly love. People came and if all they had was food stamps, that was enough. That's all we needed in Jesus' name. Paid the light bill, took care of stuff, and God weathered us out and took us through the season. I'm letting you know, if you will keep your eyes focused on the hope of His calling, what He called you to do, everything else in your life will work out in Jesus' name. When many are the plans of a man's heart, but the Lord's way of handling it, the Lord's way of doing it, have prevailing, triumphant power once you submit to it in Jesus' name. Can you give Him praise today?